Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to do some Tkinter widgets, how to make a main window in Tkinter, and we're going to be using Python for this video. So we're going to be using the original Tkinter, so let's just get into it. So the first thing we need to do is we need to do from Tkinter, you need to import everything, and this is assuming if you have Tkinter installed, and it is a default library in Python when you install it. So if you have Python, you should have this installed already. So next we're going to make a window. A lot of people like to call this root, and what this is going to equal is just TK just like this. And then this essentially just creates a window for us, but we need to include a main loop. So what we're going to do is we're going to do root.main loop. And this kind of signifies that we have a Tkinter window. So if I click run right here, and then if I go down here, I can see this TK window right here. And this kind of shows that we do have a working Tkinter window. So I'm going to go back to my editor here. And now since we have a window, let's try and make a text appear on this window. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a variable. Let's just call this text for now. And then to make a label, you got to have a capital label like this. And then you want to have a set of brackets. And then inside these set of brackets, you're going to have multiple parameters on what you want to be in your a part of your text. So the first parameter always needs to be the window you want it in, and we want it in root. Okay, so let's just comment this. This is going to be the window. All right, and this is going to be the text here. So we want it in root, and let's say I want to have the text. I want the text to equal hello world, and then I want, that's all I want. And then we're going to, underneath this, we're going to do text.pack. And what pack is, it's basically calling the text using this pack function. And it's just saying display the text on the Tkinter window. So we're going to click run again. We're going to go to our Tkinter. If I can open this thing up down here. Let me just close this. Let me click here. As you can see right here, we are displaying some text, hello world. And with the pack, as you can see, it's pretty responsive. But yeah. So next thing I'm going to do is let's add a button into Tkinter, and let's make this button do something pretty cool. So let's change the text to be click this button for V-Bucks. All right. Now since we have our text, underneath the text, we are going to make a button. So let's just call this button. And just like how we made a capital label here to signify it was a label, we're going to do the exact same thing but call it a button. Inside this button, we're going to have a set of parameters. First parameter is the window. And the next parameter is going to be the text. Well, it doesn't have to be, it can be whatever you want, but just make sure the first parameter is always the window you want it in. It should say root, sorry. So the text is going to be click me. And then to make the button actually do something, so maybe we wanted to call a Python function. And if you guys want to know how to make a Python function, I have a video about that as well. But to make a Python function in Python, all you need to do is do def, make a name for your function. So let's call this free V-Bucks. That's a good name. And then we're gonna have parentheses, bracket, and for now we're just passing this function. This just means we're gonna just leave it there for now. We'll come back to it when we're ready. So we want to call this function when we click this button, and to do that we need another parameter, and it's gonna be called command. And this command is gonna equal the name of our function. Now a common mistake people do is when they write the command here, they would do the brackets here, but you don't want to do that. You just want to write the name of the function. That's it. So now we got to pack our button. We got to display it on the screen. Do button.pack, and let's run our code. And now let's go to our thing, and it looks like we have our new text which says click button for V-Bucks, and our button, and we're clicking it, and nothing's happening. So let's make something happen. Let's say I just wanted to print something to the terminal. Let's make a variable called current V-Bucks. Let's make this 0. Every time we click this function, let's increase our current V-Bucks by 10. And then let's print how many V-Bucks we have. You have, and let's take current V-Bucks. Let's make it a string. Let's add more text here, and we're going to say V-Bucks. And then we're going to end this here. So every time we click this button, we're going to gain 10 V-Bucks, and we're going to print in our console right here that we do have 10 V-Bucks. So let's do that right now. Let's go down here, Python, close this, and we're going to reopen our new, we're going to rerun this code. So click run, go down here. So let's click this button a few times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We go to Thani, and it looks like I totally messed something up. It looks like hang on. Let's just read the code. What do we do on current V-Bucks? Ah, yes. This is this variable here, current V-Bucks. We got to make it global to the function. So let's just do something really easy. Do global. I don't really recommend doing the global. I recommend sending it as a parameter, but we'll just do this for now. Let's run this code again. Click the button a lot right here. Click, click, click. Thani. And it looks like our V-Bucks are going up. As you can see, we're printing, you have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, all the way to 120 because it looks like we clicked 12 times. In that case, guys, this is a basic introduction to Tkinter, how to make windows and some basic widgets. Leave a like and subscribe. If you have any questions, comment down below or join my Discord server in the description. If you want to see more content like this, let me know. See you in the next one. Bye.